What's up guys, Reese here from reese3d.com. So in the previous video we built this leg, we retopologized this leg, and in this part we're going to start building the hand. So just like how we did for the leg, we can also have a total of 8 divisions to cover up the cylindrical shape of the arm, right? So I'm going to start from here. So let's say I'll start from the side. So we basically going to have one flow that's going all the way here like that. So I'll just start with 4 points here and I can build that shape. Now when this happens, because we have a whole big object, it becomes really difficult to navigate the small space of the arm. So what we can do is we can actually go back to our face mode and select the move tool. Maybe you can select that face and press F. Yeah. So if I press the F key, it will just frame it to this object that I've selected. So now it becomes a little bit easier for us to work with this space. Okay, so let's continue building that. So I've got just this one quad here. So I'll add 1, 2 here. Connect that. 1, 2. So we've got 3 and 1, 2, 4, 5, and we need 3 more here. So let's say add 1, 2, 1, 2. So not like that, not like that. Okay, like that. Okay, and something like that. Okay, so we should have 8 divisions here in total. So let's try to have it almost in equal distance. So this is basically the wrist shape. So tab key and the middle mouse button, I can just stretch this whole thing. And I'm going to bring it all the way here to the middle here. Just one more small extrude. Let's see what's happening here. We can adjust that, adjust this. So this is basically the elbow, right? Okay, from here I'm again going to press and hold the tab key. Just click and drag. Now we should make sure that the points are actually evenly distributed. We've got a larger gap here, so I can just click this and drag it over here. Bring this over. This would be here, yes. So once we have these points, we will have a closer idea on how the shoulder area is going to connect. So I can just add those points here. So let's say 1, 2. We can also extrude from these points, like I can press the tab key and use the left mouse button and it'll basically snap it there. So I can do that as well. So it's all about your personal preference, whichever way you like to work. Okay, so I can also add points here and just press shift key and just add these points over to this space. Okay, and there you go. Now according to our need, we can just adjust this. Okay, now we can also add edge loops in between these after we have created the shape, because keep in mind always whenever we have a joint area, a bending area, we need to have at least 3 divisions there. So I'll press the control key and just move the mouse over. It'll basically give us a space where we can create these edge loops. So I can just click one here. Should have actually created a little bit towards the center, and it will basically automatically assign or attach to the mesh. That's perfect. So let me have a few more points here. So let's say I can have 1 here, 1 here. As you can see, it's actually adjusting to the actual size of the mesh that is behind it. And here I think I can add 1 point here. press the control key, just click, yep, there you go. And just to define the shape, I can have one here, maybe one here. All right, so now moving on to the hand. I think we can have one single extrude here just to get to this space. I'll press the tab key and hold it. Use the middle mouse button, click and drag. Okay, and then from here I can actually start building these fingers and then move it towards the hand or the wrist area. Okay, so if you look at the model, it's not really clean, it's not that perfect, so we can just get a rough idea and then we can just build it from the low poly, regardless of what shape that we have here. So in terms of the thumb, we're going to have the thumbnail somewhere here, so I can start from that. And so yeah, that's how it's going to be. And I can start building the rest of the shape here. I can press the tab key, extend it out, tab key, extend this out here, and we can just build these guys over to the side. Okay, so we have to decide at this point like how many divisions we're going to have for this thumb. And let's say I've got a total of 3 sections here. I think I can have 3 more, so we'll have a total of 6 divisions. I can press the tab key one more time, click and drag. Okay, so I can have the same thing coming from this side. Use the tab key, and then finally connect them. I can use the shift and connect them all. So I can just adjust these guys. Okay. Okay, and finally I can press the shift key and just add these 2 polygons, and that'll finish up. Okay, so this is going to be the thumbnail area, so I'm just giving a little bigger space here. Okay, so I can press the tab key one more time, use the middle mouse button, I can stretch this out. So this is basically going to be one place where I'll have one joint or bend. The second one is going to be somewhere here. Okay, I can add one more. Let's say I'll press the tab key and hold it, click and drag. And this one is basically going to go all the way over here. Okay. All right, just to add more details, we can add one division here by pressing the control key, and I can also have one more over here. We can have one more here, or we can just decide on those later as well. Okay, so for now I'm just going to leave it as it is. All right, and then I can start building the other fingers here. So again, I'll start from this top. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's say I build 1, 2, 1, 2. We need to have a total of 6 divisions. 1, 2, 1, 2. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we will have 1 that is going to cover this whole thing. So this is the top. So yes, I think this has to go a little bit to the side. This goes out like so, and this also comes down. This one comes down too. Okay, so this can be pushed a little bit back just to give a larger space here. Now I can just close this up over here. I think I can have Alright, so from here I can just extend it. I'll press and hold Tab key. Okay, so here we can have one nail, one bending area. I can have one here. Okay, so the same way I can have more these 2 fingers as well. I'll fast forward that so that you don't have to keep on watching this boarding process. So I've created these 3 different fingers. I have not added more details because we're just waiting for the complete connection of the entire area, and then we can add more details. Maybe we can do that from the polygon modeling itself instead of just working on this Quadro tool. Okay, so now we need to connect them. I have 6 divisions here, so I can basically push this over here and I can connect this guy over to this point. So where do we have our yep, there you go. So those 2 are connected, and I can just push this over here as well. And I think these 2 would also need to be connected. Okay, there you go. And this guy can go over here. This can move further. I can also use the edge to move, so I can just move this entire edge here. All right, okay, and this can also go here. This can also go here. Now if you want, you can also have 8 divisions for your fingers, so that way we will have a little bit more detail. But adding more detail always complicates things, so you should keep in mind how much detail you want to add for your model. So I think the thumb is basically going to connect towards this one, so I'll press Shift key and let me see if I can add Yeah, something like that. Okay. Okay, so now I can just build the rest of the shape here, because I know I'm going to have one division that's going to be that, and I'll add one here, that's going to be that. I can have one here, which is going to be that, and then we have the side, so this is going to come up down here. Okay, and I'll continue on building here. We should also keep in mind how many divisions we're going to have for to be connected to this shape. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. So I should be able to add these guys like so. So here I think we have 2. Let me just connect them. Okay. So there you go. We're starting to see the shape. I think this needs to go a little bit towards that side, yes. All right, so let me have one more set of divisions here. So let's say connecting this one to this, this. Let me check. Okay, so this one goes here. Then 1, 2. There you go. So this is just the side. This is the edge. Okay, so if we look at these guys, this is basically going to flow all the way till here. Okay, and you can see that this is basically going to we can actually create a pole here, so that can split these two guys, so something like that. So the flow comes here and then goes over to the other side. Okay, or we can have this flow all the way coming over here and going this way. Okay, so I think that would be much better. So I'll add one edge loop here and then flow that like so, so that when we have the bend here, it would look much more neat. So I can add one point here like so. Okay. This line should actually go towards this one. Come on. Let's say, what if I have like something like that? Okay, now let's see how many points do we have here. I think I can delete this one in the middle. So when I delete an edge, I should also delete those vertices. I think the numbers are good, so I'll just leave it as it is. Okay, so that completes the retopologizing of our hand. In the next part, we will work on the body, and we'll have one more last part where we work on the head.